People sometimes ask me, what do I need to do with a monosyllabic verbs if I want to form a certain sentence? Let's take an example. Nitakuja and nitaondoka. Hujambo na karibu. Karibu tena katika ufalme wa Kiswahili. Kama jamii tunasaidiana kukikuza na kukiimarisha Kiswahili chetu kwa sababu tunaamini experts were once beginners. Na wewe pia uko njiani kuwa mmoja wetu na kuongea Kiswahili kama mwenyeji. Kwa hiyo nakusihi, subscribe hapo chini ili uwe mmoja wetu. Today we are going to learn something about monosyllabic verbs. And at the end of this video, I will put another video that explains things on monosyllabic verbs, and it has more verbs that you can check. What are monosyllabic verbs in Swahili? Monosyllabic verbs are verbs that only have one stem. I'm going to give you two examples. The first example is kula, the second example is kuja. Kula is to eat, kuja is to come. Or we can also have kunywa, which means to drink. When you look at these three verbs, they only have one stem and the ku infinitive. Remember, Swahili words have a ku attached to them to make them infinitive. For example, kucheka, kulia, kununua, kusoma, okay? So they have ku to make them infinitives. So when you look at kula, it has ku infinitive and it has one stem, which is la. Those are what we call monosyllabic verbs in Swahili, and they are only 7 in Swahili, apart from the 3 that I've mentioned, and they are very common. The other ones are not that common, the 4, but the 3 are very, very common, and you will be using them in your daily lives. For example, kula is having la, ku is an infinitive. So today we are going to talk about how to use monosyllabic verbs. There are people who usually ask me in lessons and even not in lessons, how do you use monosyllabic verbs in forming advanced sentences? For example, there are sentences that when you are forming them you need to add ku, and there are sentences that you need to omit ku. So people sometimes ask me, what do I need to do with a monosyllabic verbs if I want to form a certain sentence? Let's take an example. Nitakuja and nitaondoka. So we are going to add po. It will be nitakapokuja and nitakapoondoka. That one is quite direct, right? That one is quite direct. But there are some parts in using the monosyllabic verb in Swahili that you need to retain the ku even when you are removing the ku in other verbs. Let's use the simple example of forming a present tense in Swahili. For example, saying ninasoma. Okay, we have omitted the ku of kusoma in Swahili. But when you want to use a monosyllabic verb, for example, when I want to say I am eating, I'm going to say ninakula. Okay, so the ku infinitive is still there. But there is this other Swahili that is called Swahili Sanifu. Remember, in Swahili there is Swahili Mufti and Swahili Sanifu, but they only have a minimal difference. Okay, so there is this Swahili Sanifu where you can say ninala, okay, removing ku. But most of the time, just put ku to make the sentence simple and to make you remember. So that is the thing that I wanted to talk about in this video. And as I said, at the end of this video, I'm putting a monosyllabic verb video for you to watch. It's not that long, and you are going to get a lot of things there and the other 4 monosyllabic verbs that I have not mentioned. In this video, I have mentioned kula, kunywa, and kuja, okay, which are very common and they are important for you to know. In case you need a tutor to help you in navigating through these Swahili waters, through learning Swahili, or you don't know where to start in learning Swahili, you are either a beginner, intermediate, advanced, or maybe you know advanced stuff but you don't know beginner, I am the person to talk to. Just email me at learnswahiliwithconnie@gmail.com, or you can comment down below. I'm going to get back to you to give you my email for us to talk about scheduling classes for us to start, and you are going to be somewhere better by the end of 3 months or by the end of the year. You're going to be very far from where you are right now. I will be waiting for your comments, your email, and everything. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe, share, like, comment any video you'd like to see in future, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to watch the monosyllabic video verb at the end of this video. Kwaheri!